Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. Today, it's a little bit different. I wanted to go over kind of why I post the videos I do, feedback I get, and then the videos I post based on that feedback. And a lot of times it's people just asking me, you know, what are some of the best strategies? How do you build gear? What's the most efficient way to, spend money? All that different stuff. And while I try to make videos that are very informative and try to give you the best advice based on, all those different things, efficiency, best value, and, where you're going to see the biggest impact in the game, how it's going to make you, so much stronger if you do this versus this. It's all just kind of general guidelines. At the end of the day, your account is your account. If you want to run tanks, you can run tanks. If you want to run air, missile, whatever. If you want to be a fourth squad main, then run your fourth squad main. I don't care. Whatever you want to do, it's your account at the end of the day. It's not mine. I am just trying to give advice based on questions people ask and things that they want to see. How did I do stuff on my account? How would I have done stuff on my account differently if I were to go back? How am I doing things on my small account that is different than if you were to be on a new server? In case somebody wanted to go and start an account on an older server, just so you had an idea of what you're getting into. And that's all it's supposed to be. After that, you take it, you do with it what you will. You can buy whatever you want out of the stores. You don't have to buy everything I say. Buy this, buy that, don't buy this. It's your account. If you want to come in here and you want to buy this pack out every Monday, then, that's your choice. If you want to come in here and buy this $20 pack, but you don't want to buy the $5 pack, hey, it's up to you. The $5 pack, I think, is going to be a much better value overall than the $20 pack. Obviously, if you buy the two together, you're going to get over 100 shards. So in total, this deal is fairly good, but the $5 for 20 is better than the $20 for 55. So I try to break that down and try to show you that. And then you can make a decision with how you want to spend your money. I mean, for $5, this is a pretty decent deal. It's a lot better value than if you were to come in here and pick this up. For $5, you are getting 10 shards, 10 recruitment tickets, a bunch of hero XP, some of the VIP points, and some of these chests here for your alliance. So it's decent value. This is probably one of the best values when you're talking about buying hero shards or weapon shards. But these deals that come around once a month, like the Hero Growth Battle Pass, the Drone Battle Pass, these are going to be a lot better value in comparison. And I do say in the videos too, coming into things like the weekly deal, and if you're picking up drone components, this is like the best one to pick up. But if you don't want to spend that much money, but you want to make some progress on drone components, you can come in here, buy this pack here, pick up 3 of them, because this is going to be a lot better value than the pack store one, which only gives you 2 for $5. But you can only buy so many of these. So, again, it's your personal choice about what you want to pick up or don't. So that's completely up to you guys. I don't always play optimally. I mess around a bit. Should I be pushing hard for my headquarters 35 as hard as I am, and at sometimes not doing the most optimal tech? I miss out a little bit on that because I'm saving up resources at the moment. I have 1.1 billion food, and I need 1.5. So I need 400 million food I need to come up with probably about 3 or 4 days here. I'll probably have enough oil to get that started. So I have to come up with those resources. And I do have some chests, but I'm getting extremely low. And as soon as I start this tech center, that's it. I just need to finish the tech center, the drill grounds, and the hospital. I just need to speed those up. And I can start headquarters 35. I just need the 12 million oil, which is the only thing that's going to slow me down. That's probably going to be about 4 weeks or so, I would guess. Just depends on, if there's other things where I could pick up oil along the way. Zombie Invasion, they give you a little bit of oil there. The Doomwalker event on Sundays, that gives you a little bit of oil. So you get some oil thrown in here and there. So we'll see if they do anything else in the off season that allows you to get a little more oil. Um, but the plan is to try to get enough oil in the next 4 weeks or so to get this headquarters cooking. But there's a lot of people out there that would say, hey, you should really be in here maxing out your aircraft mastery or going crazy and finishing the hero tech, trying to get down here and finish the armor enhancement and this endurance upgrade, max those out, get a ton of power for your marches. And I mean, yeah, that's true. I can do some of these techs. They're not crazy expensive. When it comes to like food and iron, it's going to be heavier on the gold, which I am a little short on as well. And I just finished tech too, so it's not like I've been sitting here without tech. So I'll probably just get some tech going here soon. I just haven't started anything yet. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can play the game. It's your personal preference. I just say things like, hey, push your headquarters to 30 because there's going to be so many things that are available to you. You're going to have a really high level arms race to where these boxes are going to give you more resources, more skill medals, speed ups, all that stuff. Your secret command posts, where your mobile squad stuff. These tasks are going to be better. If you are at the ghost ops level, your ghost ops are going to be better the higher level you are. And it's just going to be the better rewards you get overall. And then obviously the skill tiered chest here. So if you compare this, which 1.5 million per box, you compare that to a lower level, you're getting a lot less resources per box. So the higher level, the better value you get from those boxes. So say you open 100 of those boxes, you're getting, say, 1.5 million or more resources. You come in here to do a tech. That's going to make going into your special forces tree and doing this upgrade here, that's going to make this a little bit cheaper. It's 88 million of each of these resources, and then 266 million gold. So that is going to be cheaper, quote unquote, cheaper in comparison when you're at headquarters 30 than if you were at headquarters 24 and trying to do that stuff. Also, on like things like drone, I know a lot of people that want to pick up the drone parts and they want to push and try to get their drone as high as they can, as fast as they can to get a ton of power. And while at first it seems really good because you can power up really fast, you start running into issues where you not only have trouble with the drone parts, but then you have, the shortage on the battle data here. And then you're starting to buy both of those, which becomes extremely expensive when you're trying to push your drone level. And then later on, when you need 4,000 or 5,000 for the drone levels, when you're around 135, 140, and 145 to push to 150, it's just going to be just astronomically expensive when you're buying the packs. And that's why I say if you're going crazy on the drone, wait for a holiday event because a lot of the times when you have the holiday events going on and you have like the separate tab where it has when you spend so much money you're going to get all these items. Usually they throw in the drone components there, or sorry, the drone parts there. So you're going to be able to pick up, I don't know, I almost picked up 1,000 drone parts or more in the Valentine's Day event. And a lot of that wasn't even actually purchasing those, it was from getting other stuff. I just happened to collect so many of those, and that's how I was able to hit 150 after the Valentine's Day event. The other thing too, I ran miss or tank for so long. I ran tank through season two, after season two for a short period of time, and I think it was probably about a month after season two that I really started switching to aircraft. So I was extremely late to the game on my aircraft team, and that is why, I'm only 45 million here instead of, maybe 47, 48 million. in my aircraft squad. But this week alone, I'm going to get Carly's weapon up to 15, and then hopefully in a few more weeks here, maybe 4 more weeks. Maybe I don't know. We'll depend. See, it depends. It just depends on what events come out in the following weeks. But hopefully, I can get my level up to 20 on this within the next month, and that should give me a pretty big bump in my team because if you don't know, when you get your weapon up to 20 on any hero, it's going to boost that squad specific type by 7.5% for their attack, defense, and HP. So getting your heroes up to 20 makes a pretty big difference. And then coupling that with, your drone's going to give you a ton of power. And, then I also have the Overlord here too. And that's another thing that I'm doing a little bit different. I am going to run the aircraft first. We're going to run with that for a while and see what happens with the landscape. I do have my tank team sitting not too far behind. I don't have, Kim's weapons, not 30, it's level 20, but I could get Murphy's weapon up to 20 fairly quickly if I wanted to. And I can always switch back to my tank team. My tank team's pretty much well set with skill points and everything. It would just be swapping the armor and the Overlord and stuff over. But what I was going to say was I have not spent much of my training points, my Overlord certificates here. I've been saving those up for a period of time. I used a little bit of them last week, but not very many. And once the new one comes out, which I'm hoping will come out in the next month or so here, I will be able to upgrade that and almost get it to the point where I can use it right away. And then I can switch this to my tank squad, and then I'd have the aircraft one on my aircraft squad and have two pretty good squads. And I'm not going to run around. I'm not going to switch to missile. I'm not going to try to sit here and make the investment in the missile squad. I'm just going to have my tank squad ready. So if people switch and go all in on missile, I'll just switch back to my tank team because my tank team's already in a pretty good position, and I'll go that route. So all that to say, it's your account. Do what you want, play how you want, just have fun with it. My advice is just try not to do anything too stupid that's going to, hinder your progress or really, set you back by upgrading the wrong things, wrong pieces of gear, or putting a bunch of skill medals into some purple heroes and then saying, oh, crap, no, now I can't upgrade my legendaries once you unlock them because you've lost 100,000 skill medals or whatever into purple heroes. That's kind of a bummer when you do stuff like that. So I just try to avoid or help people avoid making those kind of mistakes. Gear stuff, while you can fix it, it can become extremely expensive when you start talking about breaking down legendary imprints. But fixing your gear can make such a big impact on the strength of your team. All right, I'm just going to buy a couple more of these because I'm so close to another level, and it's just, it's the thing with this game. You're close to another level, you just, I bought one too many, of course. That's how they get you, like, so close. How can I get this done today? It's always that feeling of needing to do a little bit more. All right, so where'd that put me at? 132,717, so almost 133. Yeah, this week should be in close to 133 this week easily. Got some hero XP saved up for today. Really, the only teams I got left are my missile squad, which I can do a bunch of levels here because I got a couple of them that are 160. I got 165 and then two 170s. So I got a lot of levels to do there, and then I got a few levels to do on my force squad, which that is always going to be my last. All right. Well, thanks again for watching, everybody. Videos, they're just out there for general guidance. I don't want to make everybody, play like we're using a cookie cutter and everybody just do the exact same thing, and then the game's just boring. you kind of gotta do whatever you want to do to make this game fun for yourself, while also avoiding big mistakes that you kick yourself for a long period of time. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.